EMCC, this is Ground Search and Rescue.
EMCC, go ahead.
We are on the Fundy Footpath.
We were contacted by the RCMP this morning at around 6 o'clock, informing that there were two gentlemen who had reported missing.
They were due yesterday, didn't show up, so this morning, 6 a.m., the uncle called 911.
Two hikers near Martin Head had seen two people matching the description of our guys. Other than that, we don't have a lot of information.
Between the wind and the tides, it can be pretty rough out there. Tides around here are around 40 feet, so we're in a bit of a rush right now to make sure that we're able to get the boats in the water.
You want me on channel 68?
Yeah. Anchor line, spare anchor, flares, first aid kit. We also have the life ring in the back.
Every lost person is categorized. They're either hikers or despondents or kids or dementia, Alzheimer's, that sort of thing. And everybody that falls under those categories statistically follow the same pattern. So it gives us an idea of where we're going to be searching. So I'm the plans officer for today. So one of my roles is to determine where we're going to search.
Sometimes these searches take a long time, over many days. The RCMP, we do not have enough resources to do that. Ground Search and Rescue, they volunteer their time, they train, and they're very well organized when it comes time to these searches. We make the determination whether to call them or not, but once we get to the search site, we assist them any way we can.
We have somebody set up for the search manager, somebody set up for operations, communications, logistics. We know who's responding, so we start actually filling the roles before we get on site. We don't want to wait an hour or 2 hours to get absolutely everybody set up, everybody signed in. Hopefully we're going to start deploying members as soon as possible because time is a huge factor.
Where are we going? Down here, do you know, or?
What's that sign say? That's
To Martin's Point or something.
How far is it down?
It's a long ways.
it's ways.
Roughly.
You have to go right to the coast.
That doesn't tell me anything. That
Okay.
post could be
It's
5
at least
kilometers
it's
or it
at
could be
least 10 to 15 kilometers.
Okay, so we want
It's
to.
a
Do we
long
have a
way.
map of the area? So where are the roads to the higher points?
Well, once you hit the four corners over here,
Yeah.
you have to make a decision. That's basically the highest points here.
So if there's a high point here, that's where we should have at this intersection?
There. I think you might like
Well, this
that
is
as
closer.
well.
How far can we go?
You know,
To the
roughly
top,
here.
about here.
About the same point?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. As soon as the pager goes off, we're thinking how far they could go. If there's multiple subjects, are they going to stay together? If one is hurt, sometimes one will separate and then go try to find help. So then we actually have 2 incidents on hand. If you're not used to hiking, you shouldn't be on the Fundy Footpath. There's a registration process that you can follow. If you follow it and then you're overdue, Parks Canada actually will know to call search and rescue. If you don't have a trip plan and you just actually walk into the Fundy Footpath and take off and do get turned around, lost or injured, the help that's going to be provided is going to be delayed. What you're going to do is you're going to back in here.
Yes.
Remember, she's going to back in right beside you with her equipment. Operations Command Post is going to be parked in front. Fire's on this side.
We are assuming that the subjects at this point are mobile and responsive, so do call out their names. Cliff, Dave, they were last seen 2 days ago at Martin's Head, supposedly headed this way, but we're going to be checking both ways in case they got in far enough and said, oh, we can't do this, and started to head back. The safety bearing basically to the ocean is 170. The declination for this area is 17 degrees west. If you find a clue, you are going to waypoint it. Document it in your notes, call it into the CP, and we will advise you what to do with that clue.
You're going to be following yellow blazes if you're coming in on an access trail, but the actual trail is marked with white blazes. If you see 2 blazes, one above the other, that means there's a 90-degree turn in the trail. When you're standing next to a tree with a blaze on it, you should always be able to see the next blaze in both directions. If you're paying attention, you must pay attention.
I'm going to send you out to Martin Head. Are you familiar with Martin Head?
No.
So we're here. Right. Martin Head is here. And that left will bring you right on down to Martin Head. Now be aware that the last kilometer or so of the Martin Head Road is steep and
Do you have canines?
you're not going to make real fast time on it, right?
11:31, our telecoms called me. They received a call from a lobster fisherman. He spotted two guys on the shore near Martin Head. The uncle thinks he's an undiagnosed diabetic.
When was this sighting?
11:15 roughly.
Okay, so let's send the boat back to...
Martin Head, yep.
Zodiac 6, come in please.
Zodiac 6, go ahead.
About a half an hour ago, there was a sighting of two guys on the shore at Martin Head. Can you head back towards that direction and take a peek?
Roger that.
Yeah, go have a look.
My friend fell over the cliff. Yeah, he tried to climb over here to get into this boat. He fell and I heard him fall. He hasn't been answering me. Okay, but I can't get down. Lift. Lift.
Appears to have a head injury. Responsive? We got a pulse and he's breathing. Okay. Can you call it in?
CP, this is Zodiac 6 for a situation report.
Hold up,
There's a
hold up.
situation with Zodiac 6. Can you report, please?
The situation is we have one subject about 20 feet up the side of a cliff, perched on a very small ledge, and another subject
30 feet from shore, unconscious, but breathing, and in a bit of a ravine, a complicated area to get into. Over.
Copy that. Stand by.
He's right next to waypoint 1. Matt's coming in there already. Team 2?
Yep.
Is to go to the beach, not the trail.
Team 2, do you copy?
I need you guys to continue down on the way that you're going. Take the beach towards waypoint 1.
How's his pulse? His pulse is stable. Stable? Yeah, he's breathing. I can watch his chest compressions. I'm going to do secondary examination. Careful. We're medical first responders. Cliff, we're going to help you out. Can you move your fingers if you hear me? I'm just going to keep his head stable.
Jan, Craig was just saying that you cannot
No,
get
I'm
a
getting
four-wheeler.
I'm getting the 2 field team leaders
Right.
and the driver in the command post, and we're going to straighten this out.
Okay.
If you can get an extraction team onto
Martin Head Beach. We can get up to this location by water. It's a very short distance.
4 in the side by side, 5 in the truck to go down there. I got 2 PFDs. I got 2 PFDs.
on Cedric's boat. 4 extra.
4 extra? Okay, perfect. Let's do that.
Thank you, Zodiac 6.
Sure you don't want to wait there.
No, I want to go check on Cliff.
Lie down. Okay, keep low to the rock and watch your footing.
We're going to stay here, okay? Oh, you're not letting me go over there and look at him?
No, we just need
Just for now,
just
right?
relax.
He's, got a little bit of bleeding on his head, but that should be okay. He's still a little unresponsive at the moment, but we're going to do our best to get him out of there and get him out safely. The less people we have traveling in and out of there, the better. When can I go see him? We'll bring him out to you, and then you can see him, and then we'll evacuate everybody out at once. Okay.
CP, situation update over.
Go ahead, Zodiac 6.
The subject that was perched on the rock face has managed to make his own way down, and the high angle is no longer required. Over.
Dave, I need you to stay back there, buddy. There's no, Dave, I need you to stay back. We're looking after Cliff. Stop!
Stop, you stop.
Yes, I'm telling you to stop. Now back off. You're not helping.
Okay.
He's in good care. Jacques is trained. He knows what he's doing. Let's just leave him there, and we're looking after him. We have an extraction team coming. Yeah.
Did you get information on how they ended up in the position they were in?
Yes, they were going from Salmon River to Fundy. They were going along the shoreline. They thought the tide was going out. The tide was actually coming in. So they scaled some rocks up here. One of them fell down. The other member was able to get up higher to a safer spot.
We're a new makeshift caller.
Is there enough room that we can hold him on his side?
We can get one guy here,
you can pick them up.
Down. Okay, spin off.
Rolling.
You want to say stop at any time.